I've received a lot of questions about whether Superman DCU was worth the investment. And I'm trying to be positive. I'm really, really trying. It's just really hard to be positive about, dude. Like, you looking?
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die!
Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC World Squad video. In this video, I'm slightly distracted because I'm talking to my chat about what are their top 3 favorite superhero movies of all time, and now I'm all in the fields because somebody said blank man, and that person is correct. for which one? No, for 1, 2, and 3. All right, so here we go. Now, what I've done is, and I'm going to go ahead and try to get to the video on this, is that Superman, and this is the video, actually. Superman himself has caused a lot of questions for me in my chat comment section. Is he worth it? Is he not? Now, I did start off doing this as a regular old, I'm going to play Sector 3. I did not necessarily want to stream this because Sector 3 seemed to be like the entire Superman DCU, which that animation is still lame. The entire DCU Superman thing seemed to be really them, and I'm saying this in like a nice way. Them being like, you're going to play with Superman, and we're going to give you a bunch of chances to get him. If you don't, RNG sucks. We're sorry, but we're not going to put any roadblocks between you having him. As long as you play it and just keep playing it, you're going to get the resources that you need, which I love, which is fair. However, at the same time, what they did to Superman DCU in terms of his damage, and I think I have to mute this now because I'm about to have my sound card have issues, is that I started comparing him to Wonder Woman, to Superman, OG Superman directly while here. Because if you notice, and I'm trying to fast forward just bit by bit, I think that's when I restart. This is when I restarted because I started realizing that this is something that I could actually do. And basically what I was doing was, let's go ahead and slide you over. I put Frantic out. I used Zatanna to put Frantic out. And then I was going to put in, I think it was like no. That's it. I put in Red Hood. I put in Red Hood and I put in his crit because what I wanted to see happen was if I put out Zatanna puts out Frantic on her advanced attack. So they all start off with Frantic. Then I put in Red Hood. They're going to crit damage in the very first turn. I was only going to count the first turn to see how much damage they did. I did run into one issue because off rip, Wonder Woman has higher attack than Superman. And Zatanna's advanced attack puts double the amount of Frantic on the character with the highest attack. So I would have to remove them later. Let's go ahead and get to it. So you see me move Superman over here, and then we go for it to try to see how much damage we were going to do. And I wonder if I can use this. Please tell me I can use this. This would make it so much easier. All right, guys, so here we go. I had to take a quick cut because I wanted to be sure that I got this up like exactly the way that it needs to be seen. So, and I can manipulate on VLC player a lot better from here than in OBS. Okay, so basically what we have here is I switched up everything that I was doing to try to start putting crit on Superman and Wonder Woman and then comparing how they would go against each other, right? And then I would hit restart so that way, and we'll go ahead and try to slow it. I think I slowed it down here. So that way I could see the damage that was being done and then compare it. At first it was how many enemies are they taking out? And then I realized that I was being slightly unfair to Superman DCU because one, as you saw, can't tell the numbers, she wiped everybody out, okay? The problem with that comparison is that Superman DCU does not do AoE damage. What he does do is single target damage. So if he's doing single target damage, comparing him to Wonder Woman isn't necessarily fair. However, here's the other problem with that assumption is that If she can take out 4 with one shot and you can't take out 1 with one shot, don't we kind of have a problem? I had to come in here and replace Wonder Woman with Raven because, as I was saying before, Zatanna has it on her kit where she's going to give you frantic on her advanced attack as soon as she comes out. So that means that you're getting an additional 10% of crit chance for every one frantic. Now she's going to give double that to the attacker with the highest, to the ally with the highest attack. So I had to remove Wonder Woman to be sure that he would get the frantic. And guess what happened? Red Hood got it. Red Hood ended up getting more attack off of this, got more frantic because his attack power is higher than Superman DCU. He's an epic, guys. Superman DCU is supposed to be a legendary, right? He's supposed to be. I'm looking at the chat to be sure that I'm not. He's supposed to be legendary, right? So if he's a legendary, why is Red Hood's attack low? And he's a DPS. If he was a legendary tank, okay, I see it. Legendary support, I see it. They're both damage dealers, yet Red Hood's damage is higher than Superman DCU. So that makes no sense to me at all. All right, now let's move forward a little bit. I'm not going to make you guys sit through this entire 18 minutes of video that I took trying to figure out a way to make. And part of this was me trying to figure out a way to justify. Look at that. Wonder Woman wipes out entire waves, okay? Superman can't take out 1, right? Now, this could also be you're comparing a legendary versus a legendary. Maybe he's just like right below legendary and damage and all that other stuff. Fair. That's fair. That is fair. Let's fast forward to when I put him up against Superman the Tank. Here's the thing, I was still doing this for a while because I was still stunned. All right, so Superman the Tank. Superman the Tank is going first, okay? Now, I tried to slow it down so we could see the damage. Hopefully, I can pause it in time. But what you're going to see is Superman the Tank is going to go ahead and do an AoE attack. And we can see the numbers. Here he goes. Oh, we get the awesome. That look familiar? All right, so anyway. So as he attacks, we're seeing 132,000, 135,000, 184,000. Those aren't even crit hits. 143,000. Okay. Now, that's what I'm seeing on the AoE attack from a Superman that is ranked 10. I think he's ranked 10 or ranked 8 in this one. No gear. I have no gear on any of these tunes. That's how they are created for me. Right? And so then right after that, what I do is I stop and I restart is what should have happened. Actually, did I go back? Let's go back. Back. There we go. Do you see the damage he does here? That's his ultimate. He's doing this, 5 or 6 times? Okay. I think it's 6 times. He's doing 30,000 6 times. Okay. That's 180,000 damage on a single target. Superman, OG Superman, was hitting between 130 and 150. I think we even saw 180 at one point on an AoE attack. Tell me what I'm missing. I will happily be wrong right now because I'm still going to use my super encrypted tokens to try to pull him up. And when you say like frantic, all that other stuff, Zatanna's been removed for a very specific reason. I did not trust him to crit. I couldn't run him with Red Hood or Wonder Woman and have him crit because their attack was higher. So they were going to take the frantic away from him. So let's just strip the frantic away as an entire like factor and only worry about the crit damage and the crit chance that Red Hood is going to give. And what do we see? As a single target damage dealing legendary, he can't beat a AoE tank. Like, Stop it. All right, so I'm sorry, that's not acceptable. I hate to put it that way. Like I feel like I'm scolding somebody that doesn't need to be scolded. Like, I mean, it's fun. It's a fun game. We're supposed to have fun. However, someone asked in the chat, and and it wasn't on this video. I think it was on a previous one, or one that I'm about to release. Superman DCU or Wonder Woman. And I said Superman DCU only because there's a guarantee on them and you never know if you're going to be able to get them again. And then I immediately felt like a bad person because I was like, I should not be recommending this stuff to you because right now I'm coming from a place of privilege where I have my Wonder Woman, you don't. And so me telling you not to go get Wonder Woman, who is the best, oh, by the way, and this is where it really got really real. But telling you to do something when I already have that privilege is insane. It's like whenever some YouTuber with 5 million subscribers is like, well, quit your job and just chase your dream. Dude, we got bills over here. I can't just quit YouTube and quit my job and then start working on YouTube at $10 an hour. No. So like me saying that you should focus on Superman DCU is actually mea culpa. I shouldn't have done that. Wonder Woman is better. If you have her as a guaranteed, you'll progress through the game faster if you get her. And then Superman DCU will eventually be put in that pool. Get him eventually. In fact, if it's him versus Batman, get him eventually. Okay? Because I was so, and this is where you'll see, I was so shocked. I was like I was going through their kits multiple times in the game mode, trying to find something that I missed. I was like, there's no way that this is what's really happening right now. Batman's about to get put in. And I think I went to the Batman synergy. Yeah. Where they were going to get 12% extra damage. Which might have been a disadvantage to Superman DCU. However, Batman's an epic. What are we really doing? Okay. So now we're going to get Batman popping off here in a minute. Let's go ahead. Oh, there he is. And then he hits him with the wop wop. Boom. Okay, so we see 94, 248 on one of them. He does more than one attack, though. So we're looking at 96, 96, 94. And then that final one, okay, I guess it was 96 all the way around, right? And then what you should see next is me doing this with Supes. Put him in the same position so he makes the same attack. Now, to be fair, that might have been a 12% increase due to Batman's team synergy. So let's knock it down by like a full 10. That's not even 12%, but let's say it's 85,000, right? 85,000 on 4 attacks. Okay? That seem fair? All right. So that means we're looking at about 320. Right? Right. All right. So now there's a 41. We see a 41. We see we see a 199. Where is that 199 coming from? I like that one. Then I see another 42 and I see another 28. We see that 199 there, right? So apparently he did solid damage and took out Nightwing. Okay. I like what I'm seeing there. Let's keep it pushing. Oh, back. All right, so now we got the next level with Red Hood. So far, and I still feel comfortable saying this, before I was going to say that Batman is actually better than, we're seeing 20, 28, 20. Okay, so then maybe that other one was an illusion because that 28 is actually a heal that's going to Supes. The 20, 20, 20, 20, twin. Wow. Yeah, that's all I'm seeing. So if it's just 20s times 6, 120, that can't be right? But look, half the bar gone from Grodd. But so then we move forward with Bats. You see me, I'm still like stunned, and look at how much, okay. The other part, the attack. Now, again, I said the reason why I did it this way was because it was very, very much the case that I was like, let me check the attack on them straight up. They don't have any gear. They're all mighty. Or mighty trait. Let me just be all the way about it. 47,998 on Batman at that level. And for Supes, I believe it was 45,000. Supes DCU, it was 45,000. I think I'm about to touch it again right there just to be out. Yeah. 44,000 on his attack. Okay. Now again, I did. Oh wait, and here's the other part of it too. Sorry, the team synergy for Batman being the single burst damage actually should apply to Supes DCU because of the single burst damage. So the reduction I was trying to give him for that doesn't even apply. I'm trying so hard to find a way to say that he's good that I'm making up bad math in my head. So here comes his ultimate. I see a 99. I do see a 99. I see a 20, 20, 20, 20, and then a 99. So let's say that's 190. You got 5 120s and then a 99. Okay, 120, 190. Batman did 180. We could give him 190. We can give him 170. However, he's an epic, and his attack power is higher than Supes DCU, and they at the same level. Now, I will say this. His attack power is also higher than Wonder Woman and Superman's. However, Wonder Woman and Superman are AoE damage dealer who hits like a truck in Wonder Woman and a tank in Superman. So like overall, I'm not trying to be negative about it, but I gotta be real. I do not feel like Superman DCU is a character you should invest in. And that feels like I am literally calling the cops on a party. Like, that does not feel good to say because it's supposed to be like part of the celebration. I heard the movie was really good. No spoilers. I just heard it was good. I haven't seen it yet. Don't you spoil it. Don't you spoil it. I will disable the comments. But yeah, I don't want to say it, but I from what I'm seeing, I would rather have Batman. I would rather have OG Superman. I'd rather have Wonder Woman. And that's just sticking on the side of the mighty, not the mighty damage dealers because OG Superman's a tank. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and a dislike. I'm okay with that as well. See you guys next time.